Bring in senior fellow at the American First Policy Institute, Stephen Moore. Stephen, there's some positive numbers. When do you think people feel it?
Well, first of all, Brian, they are positive numbers, and we're seeing almost every single economic indicator pointing in the right direction and in a big way. By the way, that 4.3% growth rate, that's a big, big number, much higher than we ever saw under Joe Biden. So I would say to people, I like the idea, stay the course. That I remember when Reagan said that in late 1982, and then we had the biggest boom in American history. I think that's exactly what we're headed for in 2026 with the tax cut really kicking in. And you're so right to bring that up, Brian. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security. And even for people don't have necessarily overtime, they're going to see a big tax cut starting in January as less money is withheld from their paycheck.
Stephen, there's a couple of things. What I heard in the second quarter after Liberation Day in April is there was a flurry of economic activity because people wanted to buy things before the tariffs kicked in. They can't say that now in the third quarter because the tariffs are set. Some trade deals will come in with India and the USMCA, but you can't say that people are trying to get ahead of tariffs anymore, can you?
No. Listen, what's happening right now, and what's really very inspiring about this economic recovery we're in right now, it's being driven by investment. Businesses are investing at record pace in the United States in terms of new technology, plant, equipment, machinery. And that's the seed corn, Brian, of a rising and prosperous economy when businesses are investing in their workers and their factories. And we're seeing record amounts of that. Now, Trump is saying he has deals to bring $8 trillion in the United States. I think that's maybe a little bit of an exaggeration, but even if it's $1 trillion, that's an enormous amount of money to be invested here in the United States. And why is that? Because this is the best country right now at this moment for investors to invest in.
So I'm looking at this CBS poll now that asked voters grade the economy. 5% gave it an A, 20% gave it a B, 26% gave it a C, 25% gave it a D, 24% gave it an F. Where would you grade it, Stephen?
Well, first of all, that 50% that gave a D or F, those are basically Biden voters. So we could have the Garden of Eden right now, and they'd still say the economy is terrible because they don't like Trump. Now, Trump, as you know, Brian, says A++ for his economic record this year. I'm going to give him an A-. I wish we had concentrated more on cutting government spending and waste, but for the most part, this is an economy that is on the right track, and things are going to even be better in 2026.
So, Stephen, I looked at your column, and you focused on education for the first time, and it really caught my attention. You're really concerned about math and reading scores across the country. You talk about the abysmal math scores. You talk about the abysmal reading scores. What's going to change? Because we've been watching this descent for too long. Do you have a way to change this?
Well, first of all, you're right. I'm angry about it. But my question is, why isn't every single American angry about our failing public school system and the way the teachers' unions have really imposed their will on our schools? And we have over half of the kids in many school districts that cannot read or write or do math. We cannot succeed as an economy if we're graduating from kids with diplomas they cannot read. So everybody should be angry. Right. We need an abrupt change in education, and Trump has a great idea that he is putting into action, which is more school choice. Let every child, regardless of their race, their income, their zip code, every single child should have access to a great school, and Trump is funding that.
Yeah, put the phones away and go back to writing again, even iPads. We have to get rid of it. It's not the kids' fault. Things have happened. They thought it'd make things better. It actually made things worse. Stephen, thanks so much. We'll look forward to getting your economic forecast throughout this very exciting 2026.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.